is a very bad start to the year. Lift is directed by F. Gary Gray and written by Daniel Kunka. It follows a master thief and his Interpol agent ex-girlfriend who team up to steal 500 million in gold being transported on a passenger flight. I went into this movie not really watching the trailer, just kind of seeing that it was a new release. Kevin Hart was on it. I thought, okay, maybe action comedy. I expected a generic action movie. This movie was less than generic. God. This film, the story itself felt very jumbled up. It all feels like things are just said just to take up space and pages on a script. Let me read you guys the cast. You have Kevin Hart, Sam Worthington from Avatar, Vincent D'Onofrio from Daredevil, Ursula Corberó from La Casa de Papel or Money Heist, Jacob Batalon, John Reno, Bern Gorman. I mean, this is an all-star cast. Each of them have very, very good strengths, particularly in drama and Kevin Hart's in comedy. And this is shown nowhere. That just goes to poor script and poor direction. None of the characters are as likable as they're trying to be. There's payoffs, but no weight to them, no care that has been given to these characters. And therefore, if the characters were in danger, I didn't have a care in the world for them. None of the jokes landed. They were all very poorly delivered. Very few of them from Kevin Hart. He really was trying to do this George Clooney impersonation, and it was just so poorly used. Character motivations are thrown out the window. Character decision makings doesn't make sense. It didn't even feel like a ripoff of Ocean's 11 because of how far it was from it. That's mean. But it's true. There was even a particular scene that made no scientific sense to my brain. And I know you can say, well, I mean, it's not really supposed to. It was just so bad that I had to rewind it 5 times because I knew that my brain was telling me something was off. Like worse than everything else that was being put on screen. It involved a plane and not knowing what direction gravity makes people fall. There was no care in this movie. It just felt like a cheap cash grab. You have all of these famous names, and I feel like the directors just bet that the only reason people would watch this movie is for them. And that's just not how this should work. And because of that, so much carelessness can be seen through the film. If there's any shooting star from this dark, sad film, it's Billy Magnuson. His character was probably given the most energy and therefore gave the actor more to do. There were instances where his character was both smart and silly. I liked his character. It was chill. The romance in this film is between Kevin Hart and his ex-girlfriend, who's an agent, joins them on their heist, and is supported by the government for whatever reason. The romance is just not there. There are scenes that just make you queasy, not from the movie feeling disturbing because it wants you to feel disturbed purposefully, but because it's embarrassing. It just felt like a collection of deleted scenes for a better movie. Guys, this film, I'm gonna have to give it an F. This was pretty terrible. This movie is rated PG-13. There is some tame violence, gunshots, people being killed, hand-to-hand combat, a couple kiss in the movie. There was a scene that had a sexual innuendo. It was elongated as well. That's towards the end of the film. Guys, thank you so much for watching this review. If you like this review or like videos like these, please subscribe. Leave a comment on what you thought about the movie. I'd love to talk to you about it. See you soon.